This week on Tomboy T-Rod, Asia's biggest and only all-female comedy chat podcast,
we are entering a new reality.
A virtual kind of reality.
Of the Oculus kind, with me, Grace Gibson, contributing writer and official geek from Black Girl Nerds.
That's right. In this episode, we are exploring everything geek, from what's happening in the world of virtual reality gaming, movies and TV shows. And we're doing it all while participating in an underground SDCC annual Geek Wars Game Challenge. Without our good friend City, of course, because she is just too woos to take part.
Yes, as she sits this event out, we get ready to try all the new titles now available on Oculus Rift. Are your headsets on?
Yes!
Yes! Chin up, butts out, and straighten up. Okay, ladies, fingers on the power buttons. And on my cue, 3, 2, 1, power!
It's epic and more galactic than a supermassive black hole. Introducing Asia's biggest and only all-female English comedy chat podcast. Welcome to Tomboy T-Rod.
Are we in the game? Or is this the Matrix?
Relax, Raven. I don't see Keanu Reeves here, so don't worry. Besides, this looks like ancient forest countryside to me. Like nothing futuristic about this place at all.
Whatever it is, guys, I am excited about this underground Geek Wars Game Challenge, aren't you? I'm ready to do some major damage on this episode of Tomboy T-Rod. Not Tirade or T-Raid, but T-Rod, the way we like to say it.
Okay, gotcha. Now, would you like to take the red pill or the blue pill?
Oh, Grace, that's so sweet of you to think of my nutritional needs at this point. Not. But seriously, you need to stop carrying those deadly pills around, Grace, especially around these two.
Hey, who are you pointing to? I can tell the difference between a red and blue pill. Thank you very much.
Really, Joanna? I thought you were colorblind. Remember that one time at the traffic light?
Shh, excuse me?
Look at you two having this adorable moment. So sweet. I feel like I'm in a scene from Pretty Woman.
That's an orc.
What? Orcs? Shit! Did you check your Oculus to see which game we're in, Grace?
Checking. Great. It looks like we're in the world of Warcraft now. Better watch out for those orcs. We need to look for dungeons and an instance. Perhaps we can find supplies there.
Good idea, Grace. Look! There's a cave in those hills. Let's head over there right now.
What? Raven, why do you want to hide in a cave when we're here to win the Geek Wars Games Challenge?
Because she's a wuss like City, that's why.
I'm not a wuss. I was thinking of a tactical advantage. Besides, there could be some dungeons in there where we can encounter some instances.
She's right. Plus, the cave is right on top of a hill, which gives us a great view in case we need to fire at some orcs.
Who's a wuss now,
Anyone could have seen that on Google Maps.
Ladies, stop fighting. Let's make our way up there and come up with an attack plan.
You're right, Grace. Let's go, guys.
For your info, Google Maps does not give out topographical info.
Oh yeah, maybe it's because your IQ is as small as Google Maps icon on your phone, that's why. Why don't you ever see things? Oh gosh.
Hello? I'm the one to do the research, so I know, and I use my map so I know that it doesn't give out that info.
Yeah, but whatever, but you gotta use your imagination, Raven. Come on, just use it. You know, where is it? Like, use that noggin of yours. Oh,
Imagination's not gonna get us out of here, it's gonna get us killed. Oh, reckless versus...
Oh my goodness. Do they fight like this on every episode?
Happens every time on the show. It's like serving a life sentence at a nursing home, watching these grumpy grandmas quarreling every day. Oh well, let's head up to the cave before those orcs find us. Come on.
What do you mean, like, you know your Google Maps? What, did you guys go on a date or something? Like, what is this? Like, you share a glass of wine together?
Oh, come on! Ah!
Good. Let's hide out here for a while and get used to our headsets.
So, Grace, now that we are safe for the moment, it's time to introduce you to our listeners.
Sure, yes.
All right, we're very happy to have Grace Gibson, who is 1/4 of the Black Comics Chat podcast crew, a contributor for the website Black Girl Nerds, as well as the entertainment blogger for the Berkeley Graduate. By day, she is a nerdy doctoral student in African American Studies at the University of California in Berkeley, and by night, Grace is a mutant android international scholar at the Berkeley Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters. She joins us today in the second of our July is for Geeks T-Rod special. So welcome to the show. Yay!
Yay! Thank you so very much. It's so good to be here. Yes.
It's great to have somebody from Black Girl Nerds finally. Woo!
Awesome. Yes. Indeed.
So, tell us, Grace, what happened in your life that you decided to go geek and eventually become a writer at the Black Girl Nerd?
So I was always a geek, always a nerd, but I just never really embraced it. It was one of those things where I was like, I can't tell anybody because people are going to make fun of me. It's not going to be interesting. I'm not going to be the cool person.
Yeah.
But then I got to college and realized this is really who I am. And that's just what I'm going to have to, I'm going to be. And I need to embrace it and love it. Kind of like love the skin you're in, so to speak. And one day I was just kind of doing some doodling and reading some comics. And I wanted to see if there was anybody talking about Black Girl Nerds. Because I was like, I'm a Black Girl Nerd, so somebody has to be talking about it. So I literally did a Google search and put in Black Girl Nerd. And then this website, Black Girl Nerds, comes up and I'm like, oh, look at this. And so I literally went on the website and was like, let me send an email to her because I really want to write for the website. And, I'm just taking a gander here and taking a risk and seeing that maybe this person might, let me write. I sent an email to Jamie and she was like, oh my God, yes, we would love for you to talk about comics and anything Black Girl Nerd. And I was like, perfect. And so there it is. And ever since then, I've been with Black Girl Nerds.
So out of all the things, this is a little bit off the script, but out of all the things that you normally write for at Black Girl Nerd, what are the things that really, really gets your blood pumping? Is it TV shows, movies, or comics?
It's so movies and comic books. Those are the things, and particularly movies would probably be my first love. I'm a movie buff. I go to movies. I do the midnight screenings. I go to, every weekend, people buy me gift certificates to go to the movies because that's how much they know I love to go to the movies. So
yeah, movie nerd. Watch out, she's coming.
Exactly. Yes. And I take it very seriously. I have to be there before the previews start. I have to, have my, my popcorn and my, I have to be in the whole element. So yes, I take it very seriously.
I'm also like that. I'm very serious about my movie going. I need to make sure I have the right popcorn, that I have the combo popcorn with my iced lemon tea. Otherwise, it's no point going to the movies. So when I go out to movies with my friends and I ask them hey, do you guys want popcorn or anything? And they go nah, we're on a diet. And I'm like, well, you're not with me now. What is a movie experience without the sugar, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it's just sitting there. You got to have everything else.
It's very interesting to see that through the years, geek culture is becoming more diverse. It used to be such a white male thing. Do you still see girls, and especially colored and minority girls, struggling to have a voice in the geek community?
I would say not so much now. It's becoming a thing where I have a lot of friends who have young girls young daughters who are loving being called like, you know, a black girl nerd. So I would say now that it has become on the rise. I'd say probably within the last 5 to 10 years, it's becoming this thing that's like, you see more people. I mean, you're seeing little girls creating comics. You're seeing little girls create cartoon shows. And it's not just a white male thing anymore now. So it's definitely, the nerd community is definitely growing and becoming bigger.
No, I found that the nerd culture has always been there. I mean, like, it's just that a lot of us are hiding the background.
Right.
It's like in the past 5 years, we all start coming out.
We're in the closet.
Yeah, we just came out of the closet for the past 5 years. Because I grew up reading comics and stuff, but when I was like I guess like Grace, in a way, you know, it's like, it's not cool. Like, I mean, I'm 15 years old, I'm 16, 17, I'm still reading comics that people are like, oh, that's a kiddish thing to do.
Right.
Yeah, I was a huge fan of Vertical comics, and I was like reading them, like devouring them, and there was no one to talk to about my interests. So for many years, I was pretty much very quiet about the whole thing. Like I didn't know, like, you know, who are there any female nerds out there, and it's only when like internet came along and then the nerd culture like blossomed, and it's like, oh, there's so many of us out there. Wow, where are you guys all my life? You know. Exactly.
Yeah, the internet definitely plays a role in like bringing more people to, you know, like, oh, you like comics, or you like anime. So yeah, definitely, I think that played a huge role.
So coming out of that, like let's focus on what's happening now. You know, with all the summer movie blockbusters.
Yes.
Grace, you just told us that you're a movie nerd, right? So this is going to be your space. We're going to let you, you know, hash it all out. Now that we're in the midst of the summer blockbuster month. We're seeing a lot of movies coming out, like Ghostbusters, Suicide Squad, Star Trek Beyond, Jason Bourne, and a lot of other movies that have just, been released in the last few months. Let's get down to brass tacks and discuss what everyone is looking forward to watching or not watching in the next month or two, and why.
Well, like all the movies that you just listed there are like on my list to go see. So,
okay.
You know, like definitely looking, especially the Ghostbusters one. You know, I'm an 80s baby and grew up watching Ghostbusters. So to see this all female crew is going to be, you know, one, groundbreaking to me, I think. And then like the comedy aspect of it, I'm like, there's like 4 classic comedians in there, you know, on the verge. And so it's just going to give it, I think, another layer to it that you didn't see in the like original 80s flick. So I'm super psyched about that one. Definitely Suicide Squad, which is kind of like a little bit more on the dark side. And I'm just excited as a comic book fan because it's a DC one, and DC hasn't been doing too well when it comes to like movies. So except for Batman and Superman. So this is like, I feel like this is going to be the movie that maybe kind of helps to redeem DC as far as movies go. So and then definitely the Jason Bourne series, been following that since the beginning. So my months and weeks are pretty much locked down. Actually, matter of fact, I just saw the Independence Day, the Resurgence, on just yesterday.
Yeah.
So that just came out. So won't give any spoilers on that, but definitely, you know, check it out when you can.
So Raven, what's your picks for the next few months?
I think it will be Ghostbusters. I'm a huge fan. And Star Trek Beyond, I think, because I'm also a big Star Trek geek. I mean, I watched the original series, I watched the Next Generation, I watched the Voyager on television many years ago when they were when they were still broadcasting on TV. I used to like watch them. I read the books, so it's, you know, Star Trek for me. I wasn't very happy about the previous film. Even though I know my boyfriend Benedict Cumberbatch isn't there, but it wasn't a very satisfactory film because I think that they didn't really move the genre forward. So I'm hoping that with this new movie, with a new director, and it will be like something different.
Is it because you think J.J. Abrams always spends a lot of his time? Like, I know he's helming Star Wars now. Like, do you always...
Thank goodness.
I mean, for me, I always feel like J.J. Abrams is a guy who really loves his Star Wars or his Star Trek and his stuff. And so he loves it so much that he kind of is afraid almost to break the genre or move it forward. Like, he's very interested in really keeping it to what it always has been.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
I think he's very good at doing reboots. Like the first reboot is always great, but then the follow-up is just pretty disappointing for me.
I mean, like you said, Benedict Cumberbatch was there to play an iconic role, but he wasn't scary at all. Except maybe for the shower scene, so...
So does anyone else feel that this year's crop of blockbusters and superhero films were quite disappointing? Okay, I have to say something about the Civil War. I mean, I don't know, everybody's like raving about it. It's so damn good, it's like revolutionary and blah blah blah. But I felt that there was like, it's very anti-climax. For me, it's like, I think I'm a very like traditional when it comes to superhero films. I need a big battle scene.
Yeah, I thought when they would find the Winter Soldiers
Yeah.
and there would be like big fighting scene and then nothing happens. That was so disappointing. I was like, what now? Like, I don't want to watch it anymore. And it goes on for a long time.
Yeah.
And nothing happens.
And then yeah, just like three guys fighting each other and they're like, okay.
You know, that's true.
Yeah, Grace, what do you think?
I'm actually one of those people who loved the Civil War movie and did rave about it. I probably saw it 3 times, but I went for a particular purpose because I'm a big Black Panther fan. And so for me, I went to Civil War because I wanted to see Black Panther. I didn't care about Captain America. I didn't care about Iron Man. I just wanted to see Black Panther, and because I wanted to see how he was going to get introduced into the series. But listening to you all, making those comments, I actually have to agree, and I think there was moments where it felt very anticlimactic, and I guess because it's setting up for the next one that's supposed to come, so you kind of feel like, oh, I gotta wait.
Then you feel kind of cheated, like you went to see a movie and that was just a setup for the next movie. Like that didn't work. My husband is the Eastern European, right? He's Czech, and he doesn't really like to see superhero movies because he thinks, how come all the Eastern Europeans, they are all like villains in these movies? Like he's like, why? It's like you always have those comical, really huge Russians, and they will be the villain all the time. And he's like, just so typical. Like it's a Russian accent. It's dangerous.
I know, but I think Joanne is because I think the Russian accent is dangerous, and also because I think a lot of the comic book authors and the writers are still somehow caught up in the Cold War.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Cold
It's
War
still in the
era.
Cold War.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, if you sound Russian, oh my god, you're dangerous.
Guys, it's Orc Warlock Gul'dan, and it looks like they're having a fight. Let's get out of here and switch to another game before we get butt crushed by any of them. I don't want to end up smelling like a rotting swamp, guys. Switch it up, Raven.
Okay, hang on. Which game shall we switch to?
Choose a game with a safe place where we can do our news highlights.
I have an idea. Any Star Trek fans here?
I am.
Well then, get ready to navigate your own Enterprise with Star Trek Bridge Crew.
On my cue, ladies, 3, 2, 1, switch! Are we on the Star Trek Enterprise?
I don't know, but it sure looks like it.
Oh, this seat is like a lazy boy, and boy, what a view. I can see all my other multi-dimensional selves out there. Do you see it, Joanna? Do you see it? Do you see it?
Yes, I see it. I see all of your split personalities out there.
Oh, I feel like Captain Picard. Or was that Captain James Kirk? Captain's log, stardate. Hey, wait a minute. Where's number 1 and number 2? Where's number 3? What? No one? What about number 8? Oh, that's a lucky number in Feng Shui.
Jeez, Persis, you're nuts. Let's just get to the news highlights here while we are at it, okay? Things seem to be unusually quiet in this game.
That's because of the game. Known as the Star Trek Bridge Crew is a 4-player game that allows all the players to work together to control their very own starship. Players take on the roles of captain, tactical officer, engineer or ALP officer and use the Oculus Touch controllers to pilot and battle their way through space. Sounds epic. Check out the trailer for the game. Maximum walk, please.
Captain's log. Stardate 2016.165. Starship USS Aegis is preparing for her maiden voyage. We've gathered some of the most decorated officers in the Federation to test her limits and to prove her place among Starfleet's finest ships. We're en route to a secret testing facility and are proceeding to our destination at maximum warp.
This is amazing!
Wow! Absolutely astonishing.
When I walked in, I really wasn't sure what I was actually walking into. This is very cool. If I could have imagined what I would have wanted the Star Trek VR game to be, this is it! This is what we've been waiting for. The technology of virtual reality to catch up with where we imagine we should be and where we all want to go. Line us up for warp, please.
We have full power.
Ensign, as soon as you can get us the hell out of here, I'd be most grateful.
This was really incredible.
Hull is down to 20%. Come on, y'all.
Punch it.
As soon as you can. Here we go.
Woohoo!
It's your own Star Trek experience in a virtual world where you can hang out with whoever you want. And that's a pretty good deal.
The female-led reboot of Ghostbusters has taken a lot of panning, whipping, and even a few punches to the gut the day it was announced by Sony Pictures. This is one film that has ruffled a lot of feathers amongst fans of the film and movie-going audiences in general. Quite strangely, and not surprisingly, the male nerds. It seems like it's a protest to studios to stop rebooting iconic films of the past for a modern generation. It's also unfortunate that a byproduct of some of the bashing this film's been getting is for its decision to use popular female comics to play this new gang of paranormal exterminators instead of its original cast members, for which the male geek community has shown, yet again, their tendencies for hidden misogynistic behavior. It's also a reflection of how ugly the whole cyber bashing has become, given that the film hasn't even been released yet. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, but first, here's the latest trailer for the film.
It will haunt you every night. Whatever they are, no one should have to encounter that kind of evil. Except you girls, I think you can handle it.
Oh, good. Thanks.
Somebody is trying to unleash the dead on New York City, and we may be the only ones that can save it.
Why am I operating the untested nuclear laser?
You have the longest arms. Fire!
Oh, these women are just sad.
I'm sure she just misspoke.
Sad, bored, lonely, sad women.
Oh.
Hello, I'm here about the receptionist job.
Hi. You're hired.
God, you're all sweaty. There are people out there that need our help.
Okay, got it. We need to form a group and build something to fight these damn ghosts.
That's exactly what we already do here.
We're the Ghostbusters! Something big is gonna happen.
I think the word we're looking for is apocalypse.
I will kick the unliving crap out of you, and you, especially you.
We don't want mass hysteria.
Get out of the city! Get out of the city!
Kevin, can you answer the phone?
I can't. It's in the fish tank.
The one on the desk.
Oh, that one. What's the place called again?
Conductors of the Metaphysical Examination.
Got it. Ghostbusters.
Patty! Don't move!
You got a,
No, I'm tired.
No.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take off. How about that?
I don't really think that's a good idea.
No, going to take off. Don't upset the ghost. Really?
I don't know. I like what I saw in the trailer. I am a huge Melissa McCarthy fan, so I'm just gonna go watch it and see how good it was.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I want to see it because it's a switch up, and I'm all for. I agree. Like, there's some movies that don't need to be rebooted, but for some reason, like the Ghostbusters, it works. And the fact that it's women and these comedians, like, who thinks that they're going to be able to get the original cast, as old as they are, to come back and do this film? Like, really? Let's be realistic, So
yeah,
I'm like looking forward to it, and plus it's like modern, up to date. So you know, I mean, if they had like cameo appearances, okay, and they might, you know, who knows. But I agree. I think it's the, you know, the nerd fanboys that are just like, oh my God, why am I not included? And it's like, you know, some things you don't have to be in. You know, sometimes it doesn't have to be about you all the time.
That's right.
And so
yeah,
I'm like you. I'm looking forward to catching it and laughing, laughing all the way to the end.
You can say it. You want to laugh your ass off, right? Okay.
I'm thinking like the hardcore fans might be like, oh, the female comics being the Ghostbusters is unlike the original, they're not going to see it. But I think that would also drive new people to go see the movie. Like, I'm not a big fan. Yeah, but I'm like, oh, it's a female cast, right? They're female comics. I'm going to go see the movie. So you lose some, you earn some. I don't see what the problem will be here.
I think for me, it'll be just more like, I mean, I'm kind of half-half, you know. I don't want to say that I'm putting myself completely with the nerd white guys, but I mean, this is a film that I grew up with, and and I'm a huge Bill Murray fan. So I was surprised that they wanted to do it, and even more surprised that they actually would have female comics leading the whole movie, which is great. I don't have anything against that. What I'm worried about is not so much the whether it's a reboot, whether it's female-led. What I'm worried about is the way they're going to execute it. Because if you look at the first one, the first movie, there was a lot of spontaneous moments in the film. A lot of the stuff that was written in the script was not really written per se. Right. It was just that Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, and what's his name? The Ernie Hudson, and the other guy, the one that passed away, the one with the glasses. They were actually all in another movie called Stripes. Not all of them, but two of them. Yeah. And that movie was very, very spontaneous. It was like how they used to do comedy in those days. Like, you would write some of the lines, but you know how Bill Murray has this way of being very, it's like improvisation. Joanna, you know this. so
yeah, I think they're from SNL, so they probably will improvise a lot. Right. In
correct.
Podcast, yeah.
I'm just worried about the execution, the delivery, because I get this feeling that it's completely scripted, you know, and there's no space in between the script for these female comics, like, you know, to improvise. And I'm not sure how it's being directed. So that's my only fear, you could say, about watching this. Other than that, I think I have no issues. And I don't think anybody can be Bill Murray or Dan Aykroyd. Right. As you said, you know, if you're in Saturday Night Live, you've always had that thing about improvisation and, you know, just working with the scene.
Well, it could be that it turns out to be not so spontaneous. Then they're going to put the blame on the female comics, saying that they're not as funny, but it could be the director not giving them the freedom, right? So it's really hard to say. Yeah.
And I personally don't think that they're like trying to replace the originals. I think they're just trying to give another perspective or another edge to it. Either way, I'm excited that, you know, the reboot was done, because I mean, I think it is one that was worth it. But I guess only time will tell.
Well, at least two of the original cast members will be coming back. Right. Slimer and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yes, they're my favorite characters.
Yeah, you see, it pays to be a CGI character. You never age.
Exactly. Yeah, you still look the same like 30 years down the road. Yeah.
I mean, if they decide to do another reboot, we'll still see the same guy.
Exactly.
If you're still an Oculus Rift virgin and want to get your first system, make sure your computers are equipped with the following: a NVIDIA GTX 970 or AMD R9 290 equivalent or greater graphics card. Most important, a processor of an Intel i5 4590 equivalent or a greater processor is always great. About an 8GB plus of RAM memory, a HDMI 1.3 video output, 3 USB 3.0 ports, and one USB 2.0 port, not forgetting a Windows 7 SP1 64-bit or newer. So why do you need so much computer mojo? Well, it's very simple, because the Oculus Rift uses two high-definition displays to create an immersive and rich experience, and it runs games at a constant 90 frames per second to ensure the image is realistic while also preventing motion sickness so that you don't puke. The good news for us is that Oculus Ready PCs have already been out since February this year, so each of them will be bundled with a Rift headset, and prices range between $1,500 and $2,000 US. Hope you've enjoyed these special tips, so happy gaming, tomboys!
Watch out! Watch out! We're being attacked!
It's a Borg ship!
Get it out of here, Grace, please.
I'm on it.
Oh, now, where the hell are we? It looks like we're on a tower. And we're being attacked!
Oh no! I know this Oculus game!
You never game.
I don't, but I heard about this one since I like cats. It's Kittypocalypse! A game where we have to defend our towers from aliens disguised as cute kittens! Oh, that's so adorable!
Quick, in here!
Good thing we got away from those cats. I hate felines. Cute and utterly bitchy.
I will pretend that I didn't hear that.
Guys, look at these screens. Wow, if I didn't know better, these are previews of fall TV shows for 2016-2017.
You're right. Wow, it's like being in the control tower of Pirate Bay.
Well, we kinda are, Joanne. We're in a tower that is trapped by alien cats. Thank you, Raven.
Yeah, but isn't it awesome? Isn't it like kawaii? Let's just wait it out and see if those cats clear off so we can get out there and escape. I'm pretty sure that we'll go to sleep soon.
That could take forever. What are we going to do?
Play a quiz. Let's do one on fall 2017 television.
Good idea, Joanne. And I have just the question. Let's play Tomboy T-Rod's Pop TV Geek Quiz. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
No Googling, yeah?
Yeah, bring it on.
All right, okay. And the first question is, which of the following is not a show produced by Greg Berlanti on the CW network? Okay, not produced. A, The Flash. B, Arrow. C, The 100. D, Supergirl.
The 100.
All right, Raven. Correct.
Can you tell that I watch all his shows?
Yes. All right, so now we have question number 2. Which new ABC drama will feature former Agent Carter actress Hayley Atwell? Is it Eviction, Conviction, or Evolution?
It's Evolution.
Evolution.
Right?
I have no idea.
Wrong! It's Conviction!
Oh, man.
Oh, no! Okay. This is a multiple choice question. Which of these TV shows will not be returning this upcoming season? Okay? Which of these shows, in short, have been cancelled and will not be coming back to Fall TV 2017? Is it A, Empire, B, Vampire Diaries, C, Quantico, or D, Limitless?
Either Limitless or the second one. I can't remember what was option B.
Okay, so the options are
one.
Empire, A. Empire, B. Vampire Diaries, C. Quantico, or D. Limitless?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Limitless.
Limitless? Joanne?
I have no idea, but I don't know, but I hope it's Vampire Diaries. I can
Me
accept
too. It needs to go away. Yeah. Okay.
That's only the producer can cut it, so that's the only way.
But Vampire Diaries is like it's on CW. It will never die. it's like Supernatural. It never goes.
Oh my god, yeah, Supernatural, right? That will be another show that will never leave. Okay. You are right, Grace and Raven, you are right. Not so much for Joanna.
Oh wow, so it's not coming back. Okay.
Yes, Limitless is not coming back. So yay!
Yay!
All right, last question, ladies. And it's a multiple choice question too. Which of the following shows is not an adaptation of a comic book? All right? Which of these shows is not an adaptation of a comic book? Is it A. Shannara Chronicles, B. Outcast, C. Preacher, D. The Walking Dead?
A.
A.
I will also go for A. Yes.
Yes! Grace is right.
Yay!
Yeah, I know it's A because all the other three are comic book.
Right, I knew all those were like, yep, those are all comics.
Like by the process of elimination.
So you got 3 out of 5 questions right. Not bad.
That's not too bad. Not too bad.
But now we still have to escape these kittens. Ah!
Yes, the kittens.
Look! Such a cute cat! Here's Kitty!
Stop! Right there, Raven, or I'll shoot.
But why? It's such a cute kitten!
Because it's an alien. Stay away from that animal.
Shit! Shoot the alien! Shoot the alien!
To your left, Joanna.
Duck! There's more of them coming through!
Fire! Fire!
Yes, kill them all! Oh, kill them all!
Die, you bastards! Oh, come on! I scared them!
Hey guys! What the fuck is going on here?
Sidney?
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
What's going on here?
I thought you don't want to play the game.
I'm here to take you guys back to reality.
But we're still playing the annual Geek Wars Game Challenge.
Grace, the competition finished like hours ago.
What? But we thought we were winning.
Guys, you've been in those Oculus Rift headsets too long. Let's go home. Come on now, move. Come on.
It's a trap, girls. That's not CT. It's another one of those darn alien kittens.
What a catastrophic episode, guys! I can't believe you guys thought one of those kittens was me.
I'm feeling simulator sickness. Poor Grace. I think she was unable to get her Oculus Rift headset off.
Oh, me too. My head, it hurts.
Same here. I just can't get it off.
Yeah, I know. It must have been all that firing at those kittens that we were doing. Oh, God. Well, it just means that we have to end the show here, guys. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you want to hear more of us, don't forget to subscribe to Tomboy T-Rod on iTunes and Stitcher. The show is also available for free streaming on our website, where you'll find all sorts of stuff on being a funny geek tomboy in today's world. Check it out at www.tomboy-tarts.com.
And if you just want to connect with us outside of the show, we are also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Tumblr. Just type Tomboy Tarts.
Want to advertise, collaborate, or appear on this podcast or our blog? Then drop us an email at hello@tomboy-tarts.com. That's hello, in the words of Lionel Richie, at tomboy-tarts.com. We are everywhere, guys.
Everywhere. Wow.
So see you in another 2 weeks with a brand new episode here with Raven, Percy City, and myself, Joanna.
Meanwhile,
Ciao.
And
Adios.
amigos.
Arriba.